mastery.
What systems are the most essential for your success?
Our situation with you needing to have a list,
Yeah, you'll need ConvertKit for
ConvertKit, and then you're going to need the
I would even say
social-
ClickFunnels when you're ready to like up level.
Okay. Yeah. So let me talk a little bit about this.
I mean, where can I start as far as what my favorite part of this summit was? I think my biggest takeaway from this entire summit is practically everything. I'm taking snippets of every single thing that I've been taught within the summit.
Source to really organize all of your funnels into one place. Now, if you've ever been through like Lead Pages or, Kajabi, some of those other types of landing page softwares, the problem with them is, you have a landing page up here, you have a sales page for that landing page up there, you have so many different things.
It's basically only going to give you a landing page and a thank you page.
I so enjoyed the Visibility Summit because we talked all about these amazing systems that not only help us automate and save time, but the mindset that's needed to move us forward.
And your checklist and your tasks in there and start using that color-coded calendar. So step 1 is breaking down your year into quarters, which is the easiest step because quarter 1's January, February, March, right? Quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4, we got this.
And then this is what pops up. I created this column, just add a column right here. So this could be your year 2019.
I learned a lot of great things at the summit, and I have a lot of products and offerings and services, and so for me, I think the biggest takeaway was actually always having the next offer ready in ConvertKit.
What is a client portal? Just think of it as a mini website that's private for you and your customers. And what's great about them is it's not you and every customer you have. It's a little portal, a little door to private communication for each client relationship.
And when your clients click the link in the email that they get from you, they'll land on this client sign-in area page.
Just being here with all these brilliant people. But I think the other thing that I really took away was to be much more intentional or to think through my client journey a little bit better.
You have all your files in one place and it's really easy to access and to share. There's lots of sharing permissions that you can put on. You can have certain team members have access to certain folders that they need, but not necessarily access to everything.
Do with Google Drive is use it to share files for myself, keep templates, and keep my team and my clients organized. So I've created a few different things so that you can see inside here what I normally keep inside my Google Drive.
I absolutely loved this summit, got so much information and really actionable tidbits from everybody here. It was amazing. And one of the biggest things for me, I think, is related to your funnel and email marketing and how that all works together.
My profile image, this is my name, this is my bio, cool, follow me right here. And then we're gonna plug these topics into here in the way it makes sense. If this person wants to really be mostly about health and then like maybe business is next and lifestyle is kind of supporting, we might do health. I'm gonna use our numbers over here. Health there, and then I wanna do another health post over here.
We have a really solid way of planning our content in a systematic and consistent way that also gives us great variety.
I think that this summit was so powerful for me because I struggle a lot with social media and putting my content together. I feel like there's always so much that I want to talk about and tell people about, but I never really have a strategy behind it.
So we've got to build that list, right? So once you're convinced that you have to build the list, then you've got to understand how to use it and strategically have a list and a tool that can get your offering into the inboxes of the people that you want to serve.
Out emails, okay? And you can create your own email templates within ConvertKit as well, okay? You can exclude subscribers from this sequence, so you can, do some really intuitive stuff here, and of course then you can duplicate this sequence as well.
Well, it was just incredible to come all the way from Australia for this, so thank you for having me here in the States for this event. It was amazing to meet everyone, but definitely one of the biggest things I actually got was about G Suite, which I have been not utilizing that to its full advantage. So
are they spending are they engaging a lot with your brand in the engagement period, or is this something that is not happening so much? Perhaps the awareness and the purchase phase is the highest touch point in this process.
and channels where are they actually coming into contact with your brand. So it might not just be your website, it might be your Facebook group, your Instagram, and so on.
I recommend that you come down into the not linked section, unless of course you want it to be displayed up in your navigation. But you come into the not linked section and you press on cover page. So the page type is cover page. Give it a name, we'll just call this landing page.
Actually just being able to be in this room with so many powerhouse entrepreneurs who are saving us all the time of going through these different systems. And as an entrepreneur, there's always different systems that you can try, but these people have already gone through, they know what actually works.
About all the little tiny things that you do. Maybe go back into some of your old to-do lists if that's something that might help you. And just brain dump everything. Of course, keep this as a living document. You'll think of more as time goes on, like, oh yeah, I actually do this every day. So write everything down, all the little nitty gritties, and then right next to that in the next column, you're gonna wanna write how long do these things generally take me.
Post or where she is, working on her email, then when you click on this, you can see that she is busy. But every time you click on one of her call slots, you can see that she's available. So
his takeaway was using Asana and how you can subtask a task. Because sometimes as an entrepreneur, it gets really complicated. You know what you want to do, but then one thing delays day after day, and you can just keep breaking it down. And you can just flick over that little domino and get momentum going. So I'm definitely going to be using Asana. Being here in this summit, you're going to learn the tips, the tricks, the strategies on how to save so much time and do things that you've always wanted to know how to do. But if you don't have the mindset piece, if you don't have the piece that you need to have as a true entrepreneurship, then it might just fall flat.
What I loved most about this Visibility Summit was really learning how important it is to have the right systems in place to grow and scale your business, and how easy it actually is to do that once you know the right programs and softwares.
Like 1 p.m. on Mondays, we're pulling from bucket 1. And then on Tuesdays at 3 p.m. we're pulling from bucket 2, right? So that's kind of the idea of how it works. So before you start automating, I think it's really important to sit down and batch a ton of content at once. So when I'm having an automation themed month, I can just go ahead and plug those right on into my calendar. So when it says AHA, those are my business pages. Then I have Treehouse, and all of those are for my Facebook group. So for the Treehouse, I have business building prompts, I have questions, and then I have a mixture of both.
How you need to be so aware of, what your client's thinking and what those steps are for them, and also how it doesn't have to be super complicated.
And being able to use it for my own business so that I can actually make sales. And
it was just really good to have somebody talk through some of those frameworks to think through, so then I can be more intentional with what I put forward.
So I think developing a smarter funnel and really leveraging all the things that I put time and energy into building is going to be a game changer for my business.
They know the best technique to use, and they're showing us kind of their top secrets behind the system that they are totally obsessed with. And now I'm going to go home and actually use these systems the way that they use them.
So I really loved the buckets of creating the social content, and then also really creating a space and time for putting that content together.
Yeah, there's just so many incredible things. I feel like there's something from every single presentation, and I'm sure that you feel the same way.
Only tying all the systems in, but with the mindset, I think is such a unique perspective, and I'm so excited for everyone that gets a free ticket and gets access to all of these amazing interviews.
There's no fluff here, my friend, just actionable content for you to walk away armed with a ton of new ideas. I've chosen 10 expert entrepreneur speakers who will all be speaking on an aspect of systems. That's it. Your systems are the only topic we'll be covering during this summit. From calendars to funnels, we are going to nail down every part of your systems so that the headache will finally be over. The other thing that has bothered me about online summits is the video quality. I totally get doing it remotely via Skype, but as an audience member, I wanted something that's really, really beautiful to watch. So the second part of this summit that's totally different is the way that you will be viewing it. First, you'll be viewing it on beautiful 4K cameras, so the quality will be incredible. Second, we are all sitting down together in person. We all traveled here to meet face to face so that we could deeply connect on systems and bring that experience to you. We'll see you on the inside of the Visibility Summit Systems Mastery.